In this video, we're going to look at how to evaluate the limit as x approaches 1 of 1 over x plus 1 minus 1 over 2 all over x minus 1. With these type of questions, when you're trying to just evaluate the limit, direct substitution most likely would not work. If you put in a 1 here, it would be 1 minus 1, and that would give you a 0 in the denominator. So we need to do some algebraic manipulation so that we can cancel this term out. So let's go and do that. So with these type of problems, all you really have to do is just find a common denominator, and most likely it will cancel things out and it will give you one of the answers that you're looking for. So let's get started. So I see that this is 1 over x plus 1, so we're going to multiply by a 2 over 2. So we can get a common denominator. So here we have 1 over 2, and we're going to multiply it by x plus 1 all over x plus 1. And we'll leave the denominator alone for now. Once we have that, we're just going to, rewrite it. So we have x plus 1, and we have 1 times 2, which is a 2. And we have a minus, so we have 1 times x, which is just x, and then 1 times 1 plus 1. And then we have our common denominator. And like I said, we're just going to leave the denominator alone. Now that we have a common denominator on the top, on the numerator, we can combine them. Now, this is very important. You have to distribute this big negative sign here. So we need to have a minus x, and then we have a minus 1. Okay. And it's all over x minus 1. Now that we get to here, we can have a little bit of simplification. We have 2 minus 1, which is just 1 minus x, all over 2, x plus 1, all over x minus 1. Okay. When we get to this point, it looks a little weird. So we need to go and use multiplying by the reciprocal to make this look a little bit cleaner. So we're going to do that. Multiply by the reciprocal just means that you're going to multiply the denominator here with a little bit of a flip. So this equals to 1 minus x, 2x plus 1, times 1 over x minus 1. Okay. Once we do that, okay, we can see that it's just multiplied by 1, so we have 1 minus x all over 2 x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, we almost have our cancellation. It looks kind of similar, but not really. And you can find a similar term if you factor out a negative on the numerator. So we're going to factor out a negative 1, so this becomes x minus 1. And then we have 2x plus 1, and then x minus 1 again. Now, after our simplification here, we can bring back in our limit x approaching 1 of negative 1 over 2x plus 1. And now we can just plug in our 1 here. So this becomes 1 over 1 plus 1, which is equals to negative 1/4. Okay. Okay. And we go do that, and we can find out, hey, we have our answer right here. Cool. All right. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.